Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm going to be calling this vlog my first vlog because I watched the first video that I made last week, and to be honest, it was kind of boring. So this week I'm gonna try to make it more entertaining, hopefully. And I really commend you if you watched the entire video last week. I really appreciate it. So I'm just gonna start at the very beginning. I've been to Disneyland since I was less than a month old. The only reason why I know that is because the first documented picture we have of me going to Disneyland was when I was less than a month old. And also I thought it was really fun to tell all my friends that I had gone to Disneyland when I was less than a month old, when I was in middle school. So, I mean, yeah, and it's still kind of fun and cool to say that now. There's a post on my Instagram account that talks about the time that I met Alice in my Alice dress, and I'm just gonna let you go to my channel, or not my channel, this is my YouTube channel, go to my Instagram account and check out that post. I don't have that many posts on the Instagram, so it won't be hard to find. When I was about 11 is when we kind of stopped going to Disneyland, and since then I've just wanted to go to Disneyland so bad, and we finally went to Disneyland in December for Christmas. We drove down Christmas afternoon, evening, and then we went to the parks for 4 days, I think. Anyways, it was a really fun trip. One of the last days we were there, my dad and I got our picture taken at a PhotoPass spot, and it was just like really fun to see the photographer there posing people and telling people to smile, and he just looked like he was having so much fun. My dad and I had a great experience when we had our picture taken, and I just decided I wanted to be a photographer at Disneyland or like some park or something like that. It just looked really fun. I didn't really know how I would be able to do that. I'd heard about the college program like a little bit in high school, just from friends chatting with each other, but I never really looked into it at all, and I still at that point didn't know what it was really. But we got home and I was missing Disneyland, and I was just like looking up videos about Disneyland and different vlogs and everything. And one day I went on my Instagram and there was a suggestion for this DCP vlogger. I watched the video and I really honestly cannot remember whose video I was watching. It was an older one. It wasn't like a current CP or anything. I know it was a girl, and the first video that I watched was a roommate of the doing roommate gifts, and I just like thought that was like so cool that they had roommates and they were giving each other gifts and they already had this relationship, and I had thought this was um like they had known each other for a long time, but then I realized that was like a couple days or so after they got to Florida, and I already decided I want to work at Disneyland and everything, so it was really easy to just want to do this instantly. And I watched more videos and saw that she was at Disney World, so I kind of wanted to figure out if there were any Disneyland things like this, and for some reason I just used YouTube and just looked up like Disneyland vlogs or the DCP Disneyland vlogs, but I couldn't really find that much, so I just figured, oh, there's probably not one or something like that. So I decided to look at all like the Disney World ones, and by the time that I found out there were Disneyland ones, that there was a Disney college program, I already had my heart set on Disney World. So yeah, that's just how I kind of found out and why I want to do the college program altogether. So now I just want to talk about the filling out the application and the experience that I had with that. And just up until the point where I got my phone interview. And then the phone interview is going to be in another video because this is going to be like a super long video if I put all that in. So applications came out, or they dropped is what everyone calls it, on August 20th, but I was working all day and I got home at like 8 or 9, something like that, and that was just too late and I didn't want to fill out the application that late, so I waited until Tuesday the 21st to fill out the application, and my plan was to go to school, go to my first classes, and then when I had like an hour break, I was going to fill out the application as best as I could, and then just save it, and then come home that night, look over the application again, and then send it then. But I was just so anxious, and I'd been waiting for this moment for so long that I couldn't wait, and I was just really worried that if I didn't do it right then, I wasn't going to do it at all. So I just did it, sent it off, and then for like the rest of that hour, I just kind of aimlessly walked around campus because I was just so, I guess, like on cloud 9. I was just like so ecstatic that I had actually just sent the application. Yeah, that was just the goal that I've had since January, so just to submit the application was like an amazing accomplishment for me. And eventually, like, I ran into my friend. I really don't remember any specific conversation that we had. I was just so excited that I sent my application. And of course, I was like refreshing the page every 10 seconds. That finally kind of wore off after 15 minutes, half hour. And then finally, I got to class, and I couldn't look at my phone for that class. So I guess that was a good thing, but also it was torture because I just wanted to look at it. Anyways, so at the end of the class, I just got out of the class like as soon as possible and just sat down on one of the chairs right outside of my class, and I just opened up my email to see if there's anything there. There's nothing there. So I went to my dashboard and I looked on it. There's nothing there. I refreshed it one time. I'm telling you, I refreshed it one time, and it said that my application was under review. And I was like so ecstatic that they were even looking at it. You know, that's kind of something I can't really control, because once you send the application, it's, you know, in their hands. So you can't really control that part of it. And then not too long after that, I got an invitation to do my web-based interview. And if you don't know what the web-based interview is, it's kind of like I don't know, I've done them when I fill out applications for other jobs. It's just kind of like a multiple choice test to see if you would be a good candidate for the Disney College program. I guess the only tip that I really have for the web-based interview is just don't overthink it. Don't try to make your answers all sound alike and sound the same. Just like honestly answer. So yeah, I got the invitation for the web-based interview, but I wanted to wait until I got home to do that part because it was going to be completely silent at home. No one was going to be home yet, and I could just close the door to my room and just take the web-based interview and really focus on it and really try to understand it as best as I possibly could. Later, I took the web-based interview, and immediately after that, because that's how it works, it's like a pass or fail test. So, you know, immediately after that, I was invited to do my phone interview, and that was just like surreal because there's like a lot of videos online of people that actually recorded themselves doing the interview, and I had watched these videos, some of them, and I didn't really want to watch too many of them because I didn't want to start to sound like I was rote. You know, I wanted to still be myself in my interview. Yeah, before I got the invitation for the phone interview, but I'm going to talk about my phone interview in another video, so don't worry about that yet. That'll be in the next video. So yeah, that was just like super surreal that I had even gotten to that point. And I was like so happy and so excited and so nervous. Actually, I wasn't really that nervous. I didn't really get nervous till like the day of my interview. That was really nerve-wracking. So anyways, that's like all I have to say about my experience. Now I just want to give you some like tips that might be useful if you're wanting to do the DCP. So with the application, something that I think, you know, this is just, you know, my own opinions. This is me talking. This is not coming from, you know, anyone of officialness. So yeah. So I think when I fill out the application, you know, I put all my work experience in beforehand, just so I could really make sure that I put all the skills that I had and all of the work experience that I had with that specific job. So I had done that previously because you can do that. You can actually put it on your profile. The biggest tip that I have about the application is just like be yourself. I know I'm gonna say that like in every single process, but like just be yourself. You know, at first like I was really worried, like should I do bullet points? Should I do paragraphs in my work experience? Should I format it this way or that way? And you know, is that gonna matter? But really just like be yourself. You know, that's really all I have to say about it, is just like be yourself. And then the next thing that I had, I don't think that it's bad to just put that, what's it called? Oh yeah, when you're saying if you want your, how much you want that role, like low, moderate, and high. I don't think it's bad to just put like a few high things. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to make it. But for me, I really wanted to do PhotoPass. Let's see what I do. Except for lifeguarding. Not a huge fan of jumping into water, and yeah, I don't think I'd be a good lifeguard. So I put no interest on that one. But besides that, I put some sort of interest on most everything else. And I put a lot of high interest in everything. But really, if there's like only one thing that you want to do, I don't think that's bad. I don't think it lowers your chances. There's just like really don't stress about it so much. Don't stress about every little tiny detail about it. You know, just be confident and be yourself, and just, you know, don't try to compare yourself to other people. You know, just do you. That's all I have for this video this week. Hopefully it's not too long because I'm looking at the time right now, and this took a long time. But anyways, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. I have so many more video ideas that I want to do. And well, I'm just gonna give you the spoiler that sometime in the next few months I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's gonna be a really fun one. It's not like any markers of how many subscribers I have. It's just something fun that I want to do. And if you have any questions or suggestions about videos, please leave those in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. I also have some Instagram pages that you should follow. My first one is Kaylee in Wonderland, KayleeWN. What is it? WNDRLAND. That's what it is. And then my personal account, KTMeg, and I'll put those in the description below so you can go to those links and follow me there. I have 90 followers, and thanks for everyone following me. I really appreciate that also. So please come back next week. Not sure exactly what I'll be talking about. I might take a break and do something fun, and then the following week I'll talk about the phone interview. Yeah, just also let me know that in the comments below if you want to know about the phone interview right away, or if you want to do something fun and then we can talk about the phone interview the week after that. Anyways, just let me know. Thanks for watching!